God knows how much you have suffered, how much you have lost, and all the setbacks you have faced. He knows how many times you have said, yes, this is my time, only for it not to come through. He sees your pain and he hears the cry of your heart. And he's saying, if only you can believe, then surely you will receive. God does not want us to suffer. He wants us to believe. He has so much in store for us, and it's time for us to receive it. Unbelief is one of the biggest weapons the enemy uses against the people of God, and this tactic has been around since the beginning of time. It's the same strategy the enemy used with Eve, getting her to doubt, to question, and eventually fall in unbelief. Hi, welcome back to the channel. I am Naomi, and if you have been waiting for God to give you a breakthrough in one way or another, but you are struggling with unbelief, my hope is to help you to get to a place where you understand how to trust God, why to trust God, and the amazing benefits that come from trusting God. When the enemy can lead us to a place of unbelief, he gets us to doubt God. And doubt causes us to seek answer outside of God, doing things that we're not supposed to be doing, and eventually being in places that we're not supposed to be. Doubt creates distance between us and God, leading us to stop praying, stop fasting, stop seeking God, and stop reading our Bible. But here's the truth. Believing in God is what makes him real to us, because we cannot see or touch God. Our faith is what bridges that gap. Faith is the very essence that keeps God present and active in our life. Without it, God becomes distant. Not because he is gone, but because we let unbelief cloud our vision. God does not operate in an environment of unbelief. He moves in an environment of faith. Because without faith, it is impossible to please and to serve God. So why should you or any of us believe in God? First thing, we have to know that God is the one who created us. And secondly, he said, I know the plans I have for you. They are good plans to prosper you and to give you hope, a future, and an expected end. So if we believe in God, we know that for sure that it will go well with us and we won't have to worry, stress, and fret about anything. Yes, when we believe and we trust in God, we have to expect that there are going to be challenges, there are going to be obstacles, but God said, I will never leave you, I will always protect you, and my plan for you is good. So if we want our life to go well and go well for our families and everything that concerns us, we must believe in God. That's the foundation. The next question is, how do I believe in God? So let's take a look at Mark 5:35 to 36. While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain which said, Thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master further? As soon as Jesus heard the word was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, Be not afraid, only believe. The times that requires us to believe in God the most are the most troubling times in our life, right? For instance, right now, you're trusting God, you're waiting on God for a breakthrough in one area or another in your life, whether it's in your finances, whether it's in your marriage, whether it's through a sickness, or whether it's through provision. These are the times that requires us to really show our faith and our trust in God. But in this season of this trial, this testing period, what God is saying to us, do not fear, only believe. And if we go back and understand why we should trust in God, because he has said to us that the plans I have for you, they are to prosper you, to give you an expected end, and hope and the future. So once we have that foundation, we know that even though we're going through a very hard time, a very testing time, we have to know that we should not fear. We must only believe, because God has the best for us. And secondly, God said he will never give us more than what we can bear. And even so, he will make a way of escape. He's going to come through for you, and he will never leave us nor forsake us. So once we have this foundation, we have to understand that whilst the troubles might come, whilst the tempting might come, and God will never leave us. And the next thing we have to know is in this season where we're trusting, we're believing God for something that is very important to us, God is also going to use this season as well as a period of testing to see if we really love Him, if we really desire to have Him, or do we really desire to have what He can give to us. So we have to make sure that we stand firm and we do not give in to all of these trials, all of these testing, knowing that God is with us and He will never leave us nor forsake us. So do not fear, only believe. And if you're saying, oh Naomi, I heard what you're saying, but let me tell you something, girl, I am really struggling to trust God. I can totally relate. I have been there, and we are all going to be at that stage at some point or another. And whilst I have overcome certain obstacles and I'm able to trust God at another level at my journey right now, there is still another level that I will have to dig deeper in my faith in trusting God. So right now, if you're really struggling to trust God, what you have to do is to do what God wants to know. He said, bring it to me and lay it all on the altar of sacrifice lay. So be honest with God. Let God know your heart. Say, God, I am really struggling to trust you right now. I really need your help. Please help me. God, I want to trust you, but I need your help. And trust and believe that He will help you because He wants you to believe and trust in Him. So He's going to make a way of escape for you. The next step is to maintain what you have and grow in faith with God. And how you're going to do that is to keep in relationship with God. Also claim the promises that God has made for you. He has made a lot of amazing promises in the Bible. And once you start claiming those promises and truly believe that what God has said about you, it's a done deal. Because He has said in His word, my word will not return unto me void, it shall accomplish what it please. God promises that He has a good future and an expected end for us. He has promised us that we are a royal priesthood, we are a holy nation, we have been set free, we have been redeemed, we are restored, we are healed, we have been made whole. All of those amazing promises. Claim those promises and God will also do the rest and help you to stay in right standing with Him. I hope this video has blessed your heart in some way or another, and from today you will be able to develop your faith in God and maintain it. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments box how this video has encouraged you today, and go ahead, like the video, share the video with someone else, and what else? I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to leave in the comments as well what else you'd like me to share on this channel. Take care for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.